Probably.
Probably.
You know, you could start recording. You could have done that for Venmo too. I mean, what do you call that? Telegram.
That is true, huh? I forgot about that. I forgot about that button. But where does it go is the question.
You found it before, remember? Yeah, you found it before. You found it before and you can find it again. Tra-la-la-la-la.
Well, hi.
Hey. Hi, Avatar. Boots. Okay, it took a minute for that to come out of the recesses. It was stuck in like a groove. And Haley.
Hi, everybody. Oh, the energies have been crazy these last couple of days. Oh, my goodness gracious. Whew. I haven't been able to sleep at night. How about you guys? Have you guys been able to even sleep a wink at night? Because I've been laying in my bed, just laying there, doing nothing. Oh, by the way, I think there was a mouse in my room. Jupe was chasing something.
Uh-oh. Well, how surprising is that when our cat brings in mice and birds?
And my door was open all day today, or yesterday too. So I don't know if any of the cats brought something in.
I was sitting in the living room and I heard a little commotion, and you could tell by the way it was moving. It was my cat playing with something, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the usual inside kitty, I got a toy playing type thing. So what is that? I turn around and there was a mouse. I kid you not, frickin' that big. So I grabbed something, I put it over the mouse, and took it outside. And my cat's like, well, come on, you can chase it out here. No, I want to be inside. I want you to see me with my catch. I'm a good hunter. Yes, you are, baby.
Yeah, you're a good hunter. Now go kill it.
So, I guess I'll start off with, I got really bad. I contemplated if I needed to go to the hospital, but I don't have insurance, so I was thinking of a bunch of ways to avoid that. And I did go to the chiropractor. He aligned my spine, and he said somewhere between the shoulder blades. He goes, you feel that right there? I go, yeah. He goes, that's associated with your stomach where you're complaining about the pain. I said, is it out of alignment? He says, yep. And I said, you going to pop it back in? He goes, yep. So he did. And that helped, but also eating very little, watching what I ate. And then I ordered herbs for liver and gallbladder. And Kidd made a tea.
Oh, that tea was delicious.
It's for digestion, so I'm drinking both. The pain would reach up to a 9. Right now, it's sitting at about a 2, so it's uncomfortable, but not too bad. But it does affect the rest of my body. I feel a little weak today and a little nauseous, lightheaded. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, right. I'm on the mend, and I'm grateful, so grateful. That was scary. And tell them what you said about, I guess you'll tell them later, how it's all connected to the center of your back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
When I showed them that video that I found.
Oh, you found some amazing information. And, I was telling Kidd, I said, it's really interesting when we come across videos that people do that talk about the same things the stars have mentioned. And what it does is verify the fact that other people are getting the same information, which is beautiful. I mean, because we all need the information. All of us do.
It's amazing how when the stars speak, it's always like either days or maybe weeks, sometimes even months. And it even happened like a couple years ago when they said something and it finally started coming out. About the moon. Remember that? When they said that the moon was just, it's fake, it's a satellite, it's a middle construct.
Yeah,
And now all that information has come out with it.
They had us all believing that the moon was some majestic thing and that it has a positive effect on the flow of our energy and the flow of our body and the woman's menstrual cycle. And I can't imagine that anything that they do has any good intentions at all for any of us. So that's how I see the moon. It's not a good intention for us. And there's information out there saying that it spies on us, that it... Oh. Do you remember what you were talking about? The gated communities?
Oh, yes.
Did you just see yourself? You go like this. Oh, yeah. That was funny.
So I came across a TikTok where this woman did many different pictures of her Ring camera because she lives over in a gated community, and she moved from one gated community to another HOA. And what was it that she said in there? Let me pull that up really fast. I think I have it here. Ooh.
I can't wait to... I'm excited about feeling normal again. Cancer.
Oh, I forgot. I wanted to share that one too. So, she said, if you come to my gated community at any point in time of the day, you will see just about everyone home. Some buildings have fake condos that have multiple people coming and going. People are constantly moving in and out in the middle of the night. I have lived in a fake community before in Tustin Ranch, California, and this is exactly what I'm experiencing again. And what we got is that we lived in an HOA, and it's true, we didn't associate with anybody there other than two of our neighbors, and we know for a fact that they were real. But everybody else was coming and going, was either, what do you call that? College students, moving in, moving out, moving. It's just how weird AI has come to the point to where they are targeting certain individuals to spy and, what do you call that? Watch them?
Observe them?
Observe how they live. And that's what the gated communities is all about, is not just control, but to also observe and to target certain individuals that are higher in dimension. So if you live in a gated community, keep your eyes open, because there is something that's happening over there with that. Chevron difference overturning took the HOA out of power. Peeps, look it up. Yes, we've heard about that too.
Wow. They
They
freaking need to shut them all down.
Right. Every three-letter agency. Mm-hmm. Every three-letter agency is all messed up.
So I was watching a video, and he was saying that in 2016, I think that's right, when Trump gave his inauguration speech, he was explaining how it took all the power away from the deep state and gave it back to the people, and he explained why. And I'm thinking about all the events and all the things that we experience. People are still getting letters from IRS. People are still getting tickets from cops. People are still getting, you know what I'm saying, right? So, yeah, it's been done, but until they set the powers straight and remove the powers from those that shouldn't be, we're still in a system where we don't know how to fight it. So it's just because, like the Chevron deference, amazing, right? But if you start saying HOA, you can, do that. They're going to fine you. So we're still kind of stuck until things aren't stuck anymore. I don't know how else to explain it. I hope I explain it well enough, but I know you know what I mean.
For what?
Right here.
Doing as quiet as possible.
Thank you.
You're very welcome now.
Lee, that's really, really interesting about your dog bringing in a blue bird leg. Just a little leg, huh? I think the bluebird is missing something.
The bluebird is missing something. It's a single leg bird. It's a leg bird. Oh, there was something that I wanted to say. There's a couple videos that I want to share today, and one of them is about the veil breaking. It's no longer thinning, it's breaking, it's lifting, it's tearing, it's showing many different attributes and energies now, and we are starting to feel it, like that experience that you had with the back. So you remember how she started having pain right here, right? She was just talking about that. Well, the reason why it was right here is because it's the same difference on the back, right? Mm-hmm. And on the video that I'm going to be sharing with you guys, that's one of the points where we are breaking free from the old paradigm. The energy points are breaking open, and it's more like the Alien movie where you gave birth to something. Something just bursted out of you. Instead of coming out in a slow manner, it just bursted all out all at once, which is why it caused so much pain within your physical experience, because your spiritual was just blasted open. Mm-hmm. And it's going to take a little bit for that to mend, but a lot of that negative energy that was stored up inside of you has come out. And a lot of that has to deal with the anger that I was feeling, that I was omitting. And you were storing a lot of that up. Oh, well, that didn't work now, did it? Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. What? Why is it that every time before we go live, I'm like really divinely connected and I'm talking and I'm like, this is what we want to share. And now I'm like, every time.
I don't know. Where does your focus go? Out the window?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so let's recap a little bit. You were showing me some videos downstairs, right? Out of those videos you showed me today, were any of them one of the ones that you wanted to share today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Which one was that? Oh, plus you want to do some funny ones too.
Should I share that one? The one with the... Gotta walk.
Yes. Yes, that's hilarious.
I need to move these out of there. I didn't download that one.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much silence. You know,
Hi, Carrie.
what was it that I was going through? You know, yesterday, I went downstairs and my head was just going off with all these thoughts, going off with all of this vibration and frequency, and I'm hearing all this chitter chatter out in the spiritual field. I pick up my singing bowl and I ring it, and then suddenly, silence. I felt that frequency just push out of me and away from me, which is why it's very important to be able to start to ring your bells. If you have a singing bowl, ring your singing bowl. Every time that you start having those thoughts and the shushing doesn't work, ring your singing bowl. Which reminds me, we should probably do that right now. Let me go grab that really fast.
Okay. Hi, Carla.
I'm almost.
Smooches back, Carrie.
What happened?
Carrie sent smooches.
Little smooches.
Okay, so you still going to show the funny video?
Yeah.
Okay, because... I could see the vibration in my vision.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. That's such a beautiful sound.
It really is.
Um,
You know, that's been going on around TikTok too, is the hidden bells that they've been finding from Tartaria, from that new Lumeria. So there was a video that I came across that said that Lumeria is actually older than Atlantis. And they had technologies beyond our comprehension.
well, Lemurian starseed. You know, they've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know how long Atlanteans have been around. I'm not saying they haven't been around for a long time. I'm just not aware of it.
Well, not from this earth.
But I know the Lemurians have been.
I think the Lemurians were one of the first ones to come down to this earth.
Maybe.
Because they've been digging up a lot of different artifacts from Lemuria lately.
Okay, so let's get back to the funny videos. There's that one where the light bulb, right? And then the other one where she's like,
Oh, I didn't download that one. I completely
okay.
forgot. But
That's all right.
I could find that easily. Do deaf people. Yeah. All right, so I do want to share this funny video with you guys because this is how I'm feeling right now. This is how we're all feeling with these new type of energies that have been coming into our experience. Oh my goodness, it's just crazy. That one. And did I download the other one? I didn't.
Which one?
The light bulb one.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you sent that to me, so it'll be easy to find.
Can you download it? Oh, you can. Oh. Stop it.
The look on her face.
So what else has everybody else been experiencing these last couple of days since the last time that we spoke? Because I know that it was a couple weeks ago when the stars said, remember you guys, I think it was like 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks ago when the stars said, the 10 days of darkness is not what it seems. It's not lights going out, internet going out, or anything like that. It's a spiritual reality shutting down. And I have a video that actually confirms that type of information, that it's not the world shutting down. It is the energy. It's the spiritual reality that's going to be shutting down, that is going to be allowing that upgrade to happen, and it's starting to happen now. And what's funny is that even way before that, over in Stockton, California, when the stars said, when we begin to wake up, when we are ready to ascend to that next level, the sky is going to change and everyone's going to see it.
Yeah, you guys remember that.
Is the flash event. So the flash event is coming. It hasn't happened yet, but it will happen, and it's going to happen very soon. And we have to be ready for that. We have to be ready for that new vibration. So, yeah.
Hey, Mike.
This is what I want to share with you guys.
I am feeling the effects
Can you guys? Okay, you guys can see that.
of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war! I want a lightsaber! I'm a man! War!
Oh, my goodness.
It does feel that way, Carrie.
That's how we're all feeling right now. I know that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like crazy at the moment with all of that type of energy that's coming in. She is freaking hilarious. I love her. And this is how we're feeling at the moment.
Do be
Wait, you're not playing it for them.
do be dip.
What are you doing?
Is it?
What is going on? Do be the do what the okay, let me try this again. Do deaf people, that's what I was trying to, did I just have a stroke? Okay, sorry. Do deaf people know how loud their farts are? Like, do they fart in public? Because like if they have like a loud fart, they can't really tell, right? So they just rip ass and like they don't know if people can hear it. I don't know, and they don't know if it'll be silent. I'm just still caught up that I just had a stroke or something. I'm confused.
They want to see this again.
I
Yeah.
am feeling the effects of masculinity right now. I feel the testosterone. I want to go to war! I want a lightsaber! I'm a man! War!
I can't even imagine how she got her head to all spin like that, man. That would just like make me dizzy. Do that.
Her syncing with the voice is just on point.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. Jupiter. Do deaf people hear their own farts? Yeah. Makes you wonder, right?
So, one of the things that, excuse me, did you want to talk about the 3 days of darkness? There's a video to that, and also the information that the stars were giving about the 3 days of darkness, and how that's related to what you said earlier, which is the veil. It's dissipating.
It is dissipating. Mm-hmm. The veil is, it's no longer thinning. It's lifting at a faster rate than normal. It is cracking. It is ripping. It is just falling apart. And I'll just show you guys the video really fast.
Just thin, it tore. And you're walking through it right now. For the next 7 days, you are in a dimensional crossfade. The old world and the new timeline are overlapping, and you're in the middle of it. This explains why things feel so off for so many right now. It's almost like you're slipping in and out of a different version of your life. You're feeling the ripple of this eclipse still echoing through your reality. And if you think this is just some energy shift, you're not seeing the full picture. Because something else is happening, and trust me, it's way bigger than you think. You're not crazy. That random pressure behind your head, the weird sensation in your palms, it's happening for a reason. Since the eclipse, something strange has been happening. More and more people are reporting this odd sensation, random pressure points activating in different parts of the body. Not pain, not soreness, just this steady pressure, like something is gently pushing from the inside out. It's happening in unexpected places, the back of the head, behind the knees, right in the center of the palms, and even between the shoulder blades. These aren't injuries, and they're not the usual aches you might get from stress or tension. It's different, subtle, but impossible to ignore. And here's where it gets interesting. Some traditions believe that these exact points are related to energy flow in the body. The palms, energy centers used in Reiki and ancient healing techniques. So what if the eclipse didn't just shift external energy, but also triggered something inside of you? You're feeling activations in places you didn't even know could activate. Now, am I saying this is 100% the eclipse? No. But is it a coincidence that so many people are reporting the same strange pressure points? That's for you to decide. The eclipse may be over, but its influence is only just beginning to unfold. The energy it left behind isn't fading. It's growing, expanding, twisting into something you can almost feel pressing against reality itself. You've probably already noticed it. The way time feels stretched, like the days are moving too fast and too slow at the same time. The way certain places feel different, as if their energy shifted overnight. Maybe you've even caught yourself in moments where nothing feels real for a split second, like you blinked and stepped into a slightly altered version of the world. That's because you did. This eclipse didn't just mark a change in the sky. It marked a shift in the timeline you're walking. You're stepping into a new version of your life, and everything that doesn't belong there, it's starting to fall away. The way people react to you might feel off. Some will pull closer, like they recognize something in you they can't explain. Others will distance themselves without warning, almost as if they're subconsciously aware you've outgrown the version of reality where they existed. Nothing is random right now, not the emotions rising to the surface, not the strange dreams, not the sense that something massive is about to reveal itself, because it is. The eclipse wasn't an event, it was a threshold, and you crossed it. This is the kind of energy that rearranges paths, rewrites destinies, and pulls hidden truths into the light. You're standing at the edge of something bigger than you can see right now. And whether you realize it or not, you're already moving toward it. There's no going back to the way things were. The world before the eclipse and the world after it are not the same. Maybe you felt it in your body, a restlessness, an electricity under your skin. Or maybe it's showing up in your mind, in the way old memories are resurfacing like echoes from another life. The shift isn't just external, it's happening inside you, a realignment, a recalibration. And if you've been feeling moments of clarity, brief but undeniable flashes of knowing, trust them. That's not your imagination, that's your higher self stepping forward. The voice you've been hearing in the back of your mind, it's louder now, more distinct, and it's not going to let you ignore it anymore. The eclipse sets something in motion, and it won't stop until everything misaligned with your path is stripped away. The veil didn't just...
Well, the veil didn't just shift, it tore. Yeah, so that's been happening a lot. And the pain that Candy was feeling on her chest was actually from her back. Kind of like the asthma attacks that I get, which is on my back. And that's been happening for a while with these shifts.
Interesting.
And then you're starting to feel it.
Yeah, it hit me hard.
It did.
Man.
It is tough when you are shifting from one reality to another. When you are stepping into a different dimension, your body feels that frequency. Because when you go to sleep at night, you're going into the fourth dimensional frequencies, vibrations, densities, right? And while you're in that density, your soul is connected to your physical body through those energetic cords, which means that you have no control of what type of energies move through your soul that goes through those cords into your physical body, which means that your body is storing up all those energies. If you are not opening up your portals, your hand portals, your feet portals, your knee portals, your portals, wherever that is your energy points of, what do you call those? You know how when you can slit your wrist, you can bleed to death? Those veins, those arteries, there you go. The artery veins. Where you can slit yourself is, and bleed out, is also known as an energy point. So your wrists,
Your inner
your
thighs.
ankles, your inner thighs, your outer
neck.
thighs, your neck, those are all the major energy points. If you do not open those up before you go to bed at night, especially if you know that you're going to go into the fourth dimensional plane, the fifth dimensional plane, the sixth dimensional plane, or even higher than that, your body is going to be storing up all that energy. So cancel, delete that. Don't try. When you go to bed tonight, command your energy portals, your major energy portals, to open up and command all energy that is going to be stored to leave the body in, how do you say that, in a not as a geyser, but as a
What are you trying to say?
controlled flow.
Of release?
Yes. So if you say just expel all that energy, it's going to come out as a geyser, and that's going to hurt even more. So it has to be a controlled flow, a controlled release.
So
Like-
a comfortable flow.
Yeah.
So
be very conscientious of what you command forward, because if you command just to release it all at once, you're opening up the faucet to its full. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So have a controlled flow when you are opening up your energy portals, and that's something that we haven't done when we're opening up our energy portals. Seeing a controlled flow. Because we just say, open up our hands and portals, and all the energy just starts flowing out.
well, it's true. I mean, but that's how we were taught. We didn't know, and we don't know things until we're taught, and then we learn more. So it's true. So now we're learning more.
A controlled flow.
I
We have
didn't-
to control those flows.
I would imagine that is super important right now because of how much energy is being built up. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Everyone is feeling it.
Everybody is feeling it.
And pay attention to the things that you do when you are with people, when you are meditating, when you are actively using energy for healing, anything like that. Pay attention to where it feels dense in the body. That is where you've got more energy that needs to be released. So pay attention to that.
You know, now that I'm seeing it, the sacrifice of Jesus Christ wasn't really a sacrifice on a cross. Because what they did wasn't nails. Not physical, at least. Everything was all spiritual. They plugged up his holes at that time. They put his hands and feet in a certain device, which then plugged up those energy portals, which then stopped the flow of energy, which then disconnected him from Father. So he technically spiritually died, not physically died.
That's terrible.
Because go ahead.
There's a lot of pain involved in being disconnected.
Because way back then, they lived for thousands upon thousands of years. So why is it that he only lived for 27, 28, 29 years? When in actuality, he lived longer than that. And he died spiritually, which means that his body deteriorated faster.
Well, you said the other day, or the stars said through you, that that he had children.
Mm-hmm.
So that would make sense. He lived longer than 27 years.
So the sacrifice wasn't a physical sacrifice, it was a spiritual sacrifice. Interesting. Knowing about that, which is why our energy portals are always closed when they're supposed to be always open, but our physical bodies are not ready for that continual flow of energy out, because we can't figure out how to allow energy in at the same time. Which is why we're blocked off from the energy that is supposed to be continually flowing, which is the infinity sign that is always around us, up here going this way, down here going this way, and we're supposed to be able to have that flow, but it's flowing this way and that way, not up and around. It's just flowing out.
Well, when we already talk about energy flow, we already talked to them and showed them the video about the energies going up in front and down in the back, right? Okay, that's good. Okay.
And that one guy that's messing with the energies, you're going like this, you're moving it up, but when you want to mess with them, you move it down.
Okay, you showed that video. Good. So, What else?
That's just crazy how the stars just gave that information right there. We all thought it was a physical sacrifice that he had to go through, when in actuality it was worse than that. 100 times worse. Because being disconnected from source, I think a lot of us have felt that before.
Well, if they've done that to him, they've done that to a lot of people. Well, remember, I wouldn't say I was totally disconnected, but I didn't have any access to the connection or the power. Remember when you looked in and saw that I was shutting off the light?
that was funny. Like that girl switched. Go to war! Except you're unturning it.
That's so funny.
Oh.
Whew, I feel better now.
Tapping into those, I'm sorry, but what they showed me when they gave me that vision was a cartoon of you. Just, you turn on the light, you're I can still see it in my brain. It's hilarious. Oh.
Well, are we done already?
No.
Because I feel like this is really... We're trying to grasp at something that we can't grab onto.
So everybody remembers what Q the Storm has been saying for a very long time, the 10 days of darkness, 3 days of darkness, and everyone's like saying the darkness, 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 right? Well, and we've always tied it to the physical reality when it has nothing to do with the physical reality in the first place. It always has to deal with the spiritual reality, like the information that we got with Jesus Christ. It's not that he was physically sacrificed on a cross. He was spiritually sacrificed, which was 10 times worse. Same thing with this 10 days of darkness. It's not going to be a physical shutdown. It's going to be a spiritual shutdown. And they've already slowly started transitioning it with, what is that one graph? The one graph that shows the energies? I forgot what it was called.
Oh, Schumann resonance.
The Schumann resonance. They've been shutting off the Schumann resonance every now and then, right? And then they'll turn it back on, and then shut it off, and then turn it back on, and then shut it off, and then turn it back on. That's why there's those black marks. Those black marks in the Schumann resonance is because they are slowly getting us ready for the big, major shutdown. And the big, major shutdown is going to be a 10 days of darkness. And we are not going to be able to tap into our gifts. We're not going to be able to tap into our energies. We're not going to hear anything. We're not going to see anything. We're not going to feel anything. All our senses are basically going to be shut down in a good way. Now, we will not be susceptible to any type of thoughts, frequencies, vibrations of others because everything is going to be shut down through this 10 days of darkness. And through this 10 days of darkness, what they've been telling us is that there needs to be an upgrade. When an upgrade happens, it needs to be shut down for the upgrade to happen. For instance, so people can understand, take a computer. You cannot use a computer when it's updating. When it has a Windows update, you gotta sit there and you gotta wait because there's a blue screen saying Windows Update and it shows a bar, right? Well, same thing with the Schumann resonance. Same thing with the energies. It needs to be shut down for a time for an upgrade to happen. All these small little blips that we're seeing are small itty bitty upgrades, and we're starting to feel those energies. They're also aligning certain frequencies. You also came across a video of a guy talking about the 5D towers and how they are sending out a synthetic, what?
Frequency. For
It's like a synthetic dimension that we're walking through.
It's so the flower of life, they're sending out frequencies that create a fake flower of life so that they can control us. That was pretty amazing, right?
Yeah. It's a synthetic something. So they're going to have something available to us, but you have to be very aware of what you're going to connect to. It's kind of like when your internet disconnects and you're trying to find another internet to connect to. Be very careful what you connect to, because once you connect to it, you can never get out of it.
Carrie said it's a fake ether. Yes.
There you go, the ether. Thank you.
Carrie.
She
must have seen it.
The fake ethers, yes.
Oh, you're funny, Maria. It just feels like a struggle to be here today. I'm just not feeling like it was a struggle. I was asleep.
Next week I'll have a video for you guys of what it kind of looks like for a synthetic ether. Maybe if I can, I'm going to try to see if I can play a Doctor Who on Telegram live, because that one right there shows about the synthetic ethers. Where Clara Oswald tries to connect to an internet and she connects to the wrong one, and her soul, her consciousness gets stuck in the program.
I remember that, and that's when she was on the screen, right? Yeah, that was really something.
Yeah. They get stuck into that synthetic ether. So when the shutdown happens, which is why the cleanup needs to happen, at least 98% of it needs to be cleaned up before they do this, which is why they haven't done it yet, which is why they're only doing blips, which is only like an hour, maybe two, because it doesn't give that synthetic ether enough time to go in and capture as many people as they want. It only captures small amounts, but they're able to go in and save them anyways. So, yeah, I want to show you guys this video, which is of the, what is it called?
What video? Show me the video.
Of darkness.
Oh,
The 3 Days of Darkness. This one. Yeah. This one. I want to share with you guys this one really fast.
Of darkness is not a prophecy of doom, but a divine orchestration, a moment of profound transformation. The narratives you've heard, the fearful warnings, discard them. This is not about destruction. This is about recalibration. It is a cosmic event that will return Earth to its rightful rhythm, allowing it to breathe, to heal, to awaken. There is so much they have hidden from you. The history you were taught is a fraction of the truth, a carefully constructed illusion designed to keep you tethered to a limited reality. But the time of concealment is over. You are here to witness the unraveling, to remember what was stolen from humanity long ago. You are here to awaken. Before we go further, you must release your fear. Fear clouds the truth, distorts perception, and chains you to the old paradigm. What is coming is not something to dread. It is something to embrace. The 3 Days of Darkness marks the moment when Earth's unnatural cycle is broken. For millennia, this planet has been trapped in an artificial energetic state, one that has suppressed its true vibrational nature. There was a time when Earth did not rotate as it does now, when its energy flowed in perfect harmony with the cosmic symphony. But forces with their own agenda interfered. They inverted the planet's natural spin, disconnected it from its celestial alignment, and veiled humanity from its divine origins. The world you know today is the result of that interference. The imbalance, the suffering, the confusion. It was never supposed to be this way. But now, the cycle is ending. The cosmic order is reasserting itself, and Earth is preparing to shift back into its rightful state. During the 3 days of darkness, everything will come to a standstill. The planet will pause, the sun will vanish from the sky, and a deep, all-encompassing silence will descend upon the world. It is not a punishment, it is a restoration. The ancients knew of this time. They were not primitive as modern history suggests, but the remnants of highly advanced civilizations, custodians of sacred knowledge that stretched beyond this realm. The temples they built, the star maps they carved into stone, the alignments of their megalithic structures were not mere coincidences. They were markers, warnings, messages encoded in time. The Atlanteans, the Lemurians, the builders of the Great Pyramids, these were societies that existed in harmony with the cosmic rhythm, guided by celestial wisdom. They understood the cycles of planetary shifts, the nature of dimensional transitions, and the energetic patterns of the universe. They left behind records of the great resets, knowing that future generations would one day rediscover their truth. Their prophecies spoke of an age when the veil would thin, when the artificial constructs binding humanity would begin to break down. They knew that this time would come, when humanity, though lost in amnesia, would begin to remember. The 3 days of darkness is the moment they foretold. It is the return of the light. This is that time. The 3 days of darkness.
So they're saying 3.
That's amazing.
I got 10. So they might just do 3, 6, 9, and then the last day. So they might do it in waves. But it's going to be a total of 10 days of darkness. Which is why you hear 3 days of darkness from Q and then 10 days of darkness from Q. Because there is a total of 10 days of darkness that is going to happen. Firefox kicked me out and shut down. Rude. But there is going to be a total of 10 days of darkness. So be ready for that, because they will be sending out those synthetic frequencies, those synthetic ethers into our experience. And Michael, yeah, I know about the plain written material stuff. I wasn't going to play the Doctor Who on YouTube. I was going to play it on Telegram. So for those that are on the Telegram, I'm going to be playing it there. And I won't be able to do it on Facebook, but I'm going to do what I can, see if I can do it on YouTube. Or, sorry, Telegram. So just be ready for that. Be ready for those darknesses. Remember, it said on that video that the sky is going to change. And the stars have already said that. When the flash event happens, the true flash event, not the flash event that everybody else is talking about, when the flash event's already happened, where the flash event's going to be happening. The true flash event, the sky is going to change and everybody's going to see it. That is what the stars said. And that is what's going to happen from my own personal belief, from what I have heard, from what the stars have said. And there are people out there saying that the heavy metals, the parasites, the yada yada boo-boos are all going to stop you from ascending. No, it won't stop you from ascending. It puts a blockage. And it's a trip in the road and maybe a pebble in your shoe, but it will not block you from moving forward. Never will anything block you from moving forward. As long as you have the mindset, the willpower, and the words, I am going to, then you will go no matter what you have in your body. Because everybody has heavy metals. Everybody has parasites. Everybody has something within their body that is a... what do you call that? a hindrance to our spiritual growth.
So bee pollen. Diane, our mod, Diane, sent me something that said bee pollen removes graphene oxide. Graphene, is it oxide or?
Graphene oxide?
Okay, and aluminum. So that's pretty cool.
Bee pollen? Mm-hmm. Zeolite's supposed to be really good at taking the heavy metals out, too. I've been taking that, and I've been taking all the other, stuff that we need. I haven't taken methylene blue for the last couple of days. I need to get back onto that regimen. But I think my body needed to have a little bit of a break from all that type of stuff at the moment.
Well, when you're taking all the health stuff, they typically say 6 days on, 1 day off. And if you go 2 weeks on, then it's 2 days off. And likewise.
I've got bee pollen. My cats have it in their food. I should take some too. Yes, all of us should.
Oh, and Maria's sister's in the hospital, so please send healing, love, and light. She's exhausted from the daily visits. That is exhausting. Hospitals, I don't know what they've installed, but your guess is as good as mine that it steals our energy.
Well, remember what the stars revealed the other day about numbers and frequencies.
Oh, yeah, tell them.
We shared it last Wednesday. How, like, when you go into a grocery store, the reason why that they have all those tags, the price tags and everything in a specific order, in a specific way, is for when they send out the frequencies, your perception, your eyes, your filters pick up those numbers, which then the frequencies activate those numbers. Same thing in the Firefly. Remember the Firefly where the sister was watching TV and all these numbers?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
The activation? Well, same thing when you walk into a restaurant. Same thing when you walk into a grocery store. Even the hospitals have what? Numbers. And they also have what? Frequencies. So everything has a number, everything has a frequency for a reason, and the numbers get activated by the frequency when you see it, which is why they put numbers right in your face. Go this way for 225, go that way for 226, go this way for 227. They have numbers for a reason, and they have those frequencies also for another reason, which is why everywhere is full of numbers and frequencies and vibrations.
Telegram. What are we on Telegram?
The link to our Telegram is in the description of the video. I can also share it to you guys, I believe. Don't do that.
Double click it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Rude. Okay, Joopy. Right here.
Nice.
Copy.
Hi, baby. What you doing? What we doing?
Ooh. So that's the Telegram. Oh, something really upset my system just now. That's weird. Michael says, this time she dropped at my feet, no blood, but for whatever reason, the bunny passed in my arms. Aww. Oh, that's so sad. Poor bunnies. I noticed animals acting differently. Yes, I did want to talk about that. The animals are acting differently. Oh my goodness gracious. They're more connected. They're more playful lately. They're more vocal as well. And it's just amazing to see how much that they are changing with all of our frequencies happening. It's like the awakening is waking them up to the point to where they understand even before we even speak.
Of course they do. They read energy.
No,
We're catching up to them.
right? Mm-hmm. This is Jupiter, by the way.
This is the one that disappeared for 6 months and then came back.
She's the one that was chasing the mouse in my room. I think it was a mouse. I don't know. Maybe it was a spiritual mouse. I'm not sure, but I heard a squealing.
Well, in a couple of days, if you start smelling something, you can seek to find it.
Just wonderful. Yes, we are catching up with them. Oh, and I saw another video of, well, it was pictures actually, of someone saying that our loved ones that have passed are across the ice wall.
Oh, really?
So their physical bodies passed here, but their souls are over there in another body. Yeah.
And the same looking body?
I don't know. They didn't say.
Ooh.
They just said that
said?
whatever beings that are outside of this ice wall captured those souls before they were reincarnated. So there is a potential of that. If your loved one has not come to visit you, then they're most likely captured and outside the ice wall.
Well, that's the first time hearing about that.
That's the first I was hearing about it too.
Holy cow. That's interesting. Is that the way... I mean, remember Jason Q was talking about that, but he never mentioned that either. About them coming back.
Yeah, but no one ever talked about that until now. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of new information is finally starting to become released. Like, people are seeing the different building structures and stuff over the ice wall.
Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
So, yes, cities as big and as tall as New York. I saw that. But interesting. I was thinking something. Now I can't remember. What was that? No, it's gone.
Dippity. What? Oh.
Wait a minute, Ray. Wait, back up. I read about it in the book of Nos Confundum.
Nos Confundum.
About the souls going to the city outside the ice walls. Is that what you're saying?
Well, what
Hey,
they were
Chow.
saying with this picture is that they're using them for evil deeds out over there. That's why they use the word capture.
Wait a minute. So our loved ones are the ones
Certain
that...
loved ones that were captured and brought over the ice wall after their physical bodies died here and their soul was released.
Oh, they're being used for evil?
They're being used for evil.
Well, how fucked up is that? That's fucked.
That's what they're saying on there. I don't know how accurate that is, but I do have a connection with a little bit of that.
What does that
So
mean?
there means that they have captured some souls, but I don't know what they're using those souls for.
Oh, great. So,
So-
from the frying pan
From the frying pan into the fire, yes. Without their knowledge and without their approval.
No consent.
No consent whatsoever. So basically, it's kind of like pirates. From what that was saying. Now, remember, the stars have also said this, but you've also come across a video that there are more 3D worlds just like this going through the same thing that we're going through. Just they're in dire straits when we are not. Hence why we've also seen videos of HRC winning, or Obama still there, or Bill Clinton, or whatever. Even, what's her name? Camel Toe. Oh, Harris. Won. Because in those 3D worlds, she did. In the other dimensions, in the outer ice walls. Because there's more than just one America. There is another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. In a kind of like a, what do you call that? An atom? A form of an atom? That's why they're forms of atoms.
So I was watching a video where, okay, so Q&A. So why is it that our good leaders are not so concerned about people dying? Well, because the soul doesn't stop to exist. Well, then I'm here in my head, with my head banging like the lady with the light bulb, right? War, war, war. Like, that's fucked up. What do you mean you're not concerned about people dying and their souls being captured outside of this into some other hell? I mean, of course they're going to be concerned about that. That's ridiculous. So, okay.
I know it's frustrating to understand all of this or understand all of this, but this is something that is happening.
Okay.
And that's why we're waking up. That's why a lot of the ones that are doing their inner work are the ones that are going to be able to use the power word creation magic. Because we'll be able to go over there and eliminate the evil. Disintegrate. Mm-hmm. You're not going to give somebody evil that power. That's why we are learning how to heal ourselves, how to do the inner work, so we know how to use it the way it needs to be done.
And what was it that you said about those that do the inner work will get?
Those that do the inner work will get the word creation magic. The ability to use word creation magic. There's a lot of people that have not done their inner work. They're not going to be able to use that word creation magic. They're going to be basically just the support group of the ones that are going to go kind of like, let's just say Trump has that power of word creation magic. His team does not. Because he's done his inner work, his team has not. Mm-hmm. Same thing with us. We're doing our inner work, our team has not. We're all going to be set with a team, and the leader's going to have the power of word creation magic.
Oh, got it. Mm-hmm.
The leader is the one with the most power, because they're going to be leading the group to victory. Because we're not going to all go to one place. We're going to be set with the team and set out into many different areas, to many different worlds.
Of course.
Because there's more than just one world, so there needs to be more than one leader. And every group needs a leader.
Mm-hmm. So who's the lady? What's her name? Who absorbed all that power of the engine?
Are you talking about Lucy?
No, that's a good one though. But it's part of Endgame. I forgot the superheroes.
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. So it will be as powerful as that or more.
Or more.
Wow.
Word creation magic, you could just say the word disintegrate and whatever's in front of you disintegrates. That's how powerful it's going to get. So if you have not done your inner work, then somebody evil that has that power can just disintegrate a being right in front of you.
Wow.
Which is why it's very important for those to do their inner work, because if you do not do your inner work, you will not have that ability to have that, which is why everyone that wants to be able to fight these wars is going to have a choice to have that ability. Because we'll be able to, what do you call that? Distinguish between right and wrong. Between what needs to be done and what shouldn't be done.
Michael has a question. I have a question. I've heard it said that the body, not the soul, needs sleep. Why would my soul block that, or is it?
Say that again. I have a question. I've heard it said that the body, not the soul, needs sleep. Why would my soul block that, or is it?
Why would it block the body's ability to sleep when it needs it?
It's not that the soul blocks the body from needing sleep. It's the energies that we are not controlling that come into our body that stops or inhibits or whatever to sleep. So we have not come to the realization of how to, what do you call that? Gauge how much energy can come into our atmosphere or our experience. So our bodies tend to feel all that energy, which is hence why we don't have that type of sleep. And it's also the absorption rate. We're not absorbing the energies that we're like how we're supposed to, because we're supposed to be able to absorb the energy. So we won't need sleep, because the body gets that type of sleep from the energy absorption.
So this reminds me of Doctor Strange. Remember when he was in his etheric self sitting there studying the books and his body was doing the sleeping? So think about that message.
Yeah, that too. Think of it in a sense that we can understand. When you are trying to put something in your body through your skin, you use DMSO, right? What blocks DMSO? Oil. Think of our spiritual bodies covered in oil. And think of the energy as the DMSO. So it's just going to go right on over it. So your body isn't absorbing the energy. Your spiritual body is not absorbing the energy the way it needs to. Maybe a little bit here and there from all the places that the oil has missed. But it doesn't absorb it the way it needs to. So you need to be able to get your spiritual body cleansed and cleared to the point to where it allows the energy to be absorbed. Does that make sense?
It does to me. Michael says he feels like he's plugged into a Tesla charger. That's got to feel uncomfortable. You know, Tesla chargers, I'm sure, have regulators on it. Are you regulating?
There, that's the word I was looking for. Regulators. Thank you. Always comes much later. We have some thunderstorms coming in, and the sky is looking funky. No sirens. Interesting. Yeah, our bodies are basically covered in all this oil and stuff like that. Hence why it's called a bump in the road. The parasites, the metals, those are also considered the oil that is covering the
Good night,
spiritual
Maria.
body. Night. So that's just a pebble in the shoe, a bump in the road. It's not going to stop you from ascending, but it will inhibit you from getting what you need to ascend at a faster rate.
Okay, so clearing negative energies. There's a couple ways to look at that. I use my fire net. So I imagine a net, same type that that fishermen use to cast out in the sea to grab a lot of fish. My net is like that. It's ever expanding. It can cover as small or as big as I need it to cover. So before I start pulling it towards me, the fire starts, then I grab it and do this motion, because you don't want to just yank. You want to get all the little things, any type of etheric slugs that are small to big things. So you do this, and then I hand it to the team, and it pulls all that off. That's just one aspect of perspective. The other perspective is looking at bad energy as what program is running. Is there a program running in the background that feels like, looks like, smells like, tastes like a demon? And so pinpointing the program, the Bible also calls it recognizing its name. The name of the program will remove the power from it. And then there is the constant catching it so it doesn't have that effect on you, and shushing it and thanking it for being there, exposing itself. Give yourself lots of love and send it away. Send it to sleep. Does that answer your question?
And kind of like what we talked about a while ago with...
It's a little dry skin, I think. I got it.
Yeah, but I have a lot of that. Parasites. Heavy metals.
I'm just happy you're sitting here next to me.
Drawing out the light in the things that are living within your body. The molds, the parasites, the atoms, the germs, whatever that you do, you know that is not good for your body. You draw out that light. So you were talking about finding something, right? Just now?
Well, someone had
Finding-
asked, how do you... Wait a minute. Let me see. Where is it? I lost it.
How does one clear bad energies?
Yeah, that one. Who said that?
That was D.
D, okay.
So basically, what I do personally, when I am doing my absolute best, not trying, when I am doing my absolute best to find something within my experience, within whatever's happening around me, what I do is I close my eyes and I look for the ribbon.
Okay, Michael.
I look for the ribbon. Now, I see all these ribbons just falling down, all these white ones, and then suddenly I see a red one, and that red one is connected to the energy or to whatever that I am looking for in the ethers. That's how I look for something. That's what I would suggest, is by using your visualization, by using your feeling, by using your smell, by using your hearing, by using every sense that is available to you allows you to find what you're looking for. Hence why we have a total of 18 different senses. 6 senses of the physical, 6 senses of the mental, 6 senses of the spiritual. When you are looking for something, you use any of those 18 senses that is gifted to you, that is given to you, that is yours to use in any shape, way, or form. Kind of like when you are like, oh my goodness, my grandfather's here because I smell a cigar, or I smell this cologne, or something like that. That is you sensing something in the spiritual, mental, physical reality. So you need to use one of your 18 senses to find what you're looking for. I use my visualization because that is something that I am strong in. What type of sense are you strong in is the question, and use that sense. Use your smell. There is this anime called Demon Slayer, and each Demon Slayer has a unique ability to tell how and where to strike on the demon. And the main character uses his nose. He smells the string that is connected to the point to where he can slice that demon and kill it. That is kind of like what we need to do with all of our senses. Another one of the demon slayers uses his ears. Another one uses his sixth sense. We all need to use our strongest sense to find what we're looking for.
Babe, I have to go.
Okay.
Love you all. Do you need this?
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm going to be closing up. Okay. All right, so I can even use the nose. It always knows. That's good. I'll get a clip from that and I'll show you guys sometime. I'll send it in the Telegram group. If you guys want to know about the Telegram group, if you guys want to join that Telegram group, this is the link again.
And share the WhatsApp group too.
Oh, the WhatsApp group? That's also in the description as well, but I will copy this and pin it here or send it here as well. There you go. Yeah, there's a few things that I really would like to show you guys on these things. It's going to help you guys to actually see how they use their senses to be able to sense where the demons are, how to destroy those demons. And if you can see the demons as your own inner demons, as what you are looking for, as what you're trying to sense in your physical reality, it's going to help out a lot. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. It was awesome. I'm going to work on the Firefox today, see if I can get that up and going so I can screen share it for you guys on Telegram. And I'll let you guys know when I'm going to go live on Telegram to show some of the videos for you guys, okay? I love you guys, and we will